All right, you're out there, you're traveling around, and you're wondering, how do I get my workout in? I mean, I'm out here in my travel van or my RV or my fifth wheel or whatever it happens to be. You're traveling, you're enjoying yourself, but you need to get a workout in. That's one of the things that usually falls by the side. Workouts, nutrition, they both end up getting put to the side, but they don't have to, because you can go and take your workout with you on the road and you can get it done quickly so you don't interfere with your day of enjoying friends, family, national parks, whatever it happens to be, whatever you're enjoying out there this summer. So, some equipment. Now, these are all just options. Some people like dumbbells. You can get dumbbells. The problem is dumbbells are heavy and they take up space, and you usually need more than one pair depending on your level of fitness. Another thing that's very versatile and a lot of people like is the TRX suspension trainer. Great piece of equipment, however, it's on the expensive side. Another thing you can do if you don't want to spend for the TRX is you can go with resistance tubing. They come with handles usually, a door anchor, very versatile and much less expensive, very cheap. Then we have resistance bands, other resistance bands. This is a long loop band and this is more of a short loop fitness band. We're going to be using these two along with good old calisthenics, because you can't beat those and you don't need to take equipment. So the benefits are space saving and they save weight. If you're traveling around in an RV or a van or whatever, you don't want to be adding extra weight with heavy dumbbells, honestly. If you have the space and you have the weight, you can put it in there, then go for it. But most people are not going to have that. These other options are much better for you. So now let's get into a workout for you. Hopefully we'll keep it around 30 minutes. That way it's a quick workout, full body and effective, so you can get out there, keep your workouts going, and yet still enjoy your travel this summer. All right, before you get into your workout, the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure that you're warmed up properly. So we're gonna go old school with this. If you have a foam roller and you like to use those, feel free to do so. If you're tight in certain areas and you want a static stretch, meaning get into a position and hold it for say 20 to 30 seconds before you begin, just to kind of loosen up because you've been traveling, driving, sitting a long time, you can go ahead and do that as well. There's other dynamic movements that you can do, but this is a real basic one just to get you ready for this workout. So we're gonna start off with old-fashioned arm circles. We're gonna start off going back first. We're gonna do about 20 of these. Again, real simple. And I like to take them kind of big actually, because I like to get the full range of motion in my shoulder joint, kind of really loosen it up. And then after you go backwards, then we're gonna go forwards. Just a nice easy tempo. All right, shoulders are nice, feeling good. If they weren't, you might want to do some stretches, and you can go ahead, and I'll show you real quick, but you could go ahead and just hold on to, say, the structure you're driving in, and just place an arm straight up over and just get a nice little stretch, open up that shoulder a little more. Look like this from this side or from the back, and just lean into it, hold it for a count of 20 to 30. But after you get the arm circles done, forward and back, now we're gonna just do some marching. You're like, marching? Yeah, trust me. This kind of helps loosen up the back a little bit, the hip flexors. If you've been sitting a long time, tendency is for the hip flexors to get a little tight, kind of keeping you in that sitting position. So we need to kind of work them out a little bit, warm them up. You want to do some stretches when you're done with your workout. You might hear that you shouldn't strengthen your hip flexors, but you really should strengthen, but also lengthen. So don't neglect them. So we're gonna do about 10 each leg, total of 20. And then when we're done with those, we're gonna do something else. We're gonna do a little hip opener, also known as hip abduction, where we kind of take the knee, rotate it outwards and back in front. Again, this is getting these hips ready for some work we're gonna do. Do about 10. You might lose your balance. You can hold on to something if you need to. Call that opening the gate. Same for the other side. This will also test, like I said, test your balance and know which leg you're weak on. You'll also feel it in the hips, believe it or not. Once you get done going out away from your body. Now we're going to come back into the body, adducting the hip, the leg, around and back in towards the midline of the body. Perfect. Other leg. Again, this is kind of challenging the core a bit too, right? Because you got to balance. So lower leg muscles are working, muscles around the trunk, the hip. It's all good. Okay, so now we're done with the warm up, right? The hips are warm, the shoulders are warm. We're ready to do the main work that we're going to do today. So the first circuit we're going to do, because this is going to be circuits, so we're going to go from one exercise to the next, to the next, to the next. And then you're going to repeat that. You should try to repeat it 3 times. However, that's going to depend on your fitness level at this point. So if you can only do it once and then go on to the next circuit, once, next circuit once, that's fine. You guys be the judge. But we're going to start off with some shoulder work. So we're going to take our loop band and we're going to step on the inside of the band. And then you're going to be about hip width apart with your feet inside. And you're just going to raise your arms to the front. And we're going to go for 20. Sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's a resistance band, people. Come on. But nice and smooth tempo. We're going to pump those front deltoids up. You're drawing in your tummy, keeping that core tight. I've already lost count because I'm talking, but let's say we did 20. Okay, I can feel a little burn happening. I like it. And now we're going to bring the feet in just a little bit more. And what I want you to do is come out to the side like a lateral raise. So now your arms will spread apart and you're going to hit the side of the deltoid, the side shoulder. You'll see some people use this kind of thing to pump up, but it also works for strength, tone, all that good stuff, and getting your heart rate up. Okay, I got a nice burn there. All right, so we did front, side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drop to the ground, and let's knock out the sit-ups, 20 of the sit-ups. You can do crunches if you like. If you don't like sit-ups, don't do them. Do crunches. Basically, we just want to get some abdominal work in here, okay? Whatever you like, whatever works for you. Some people have back problems. They can't do a sit-up. And honestly, we know a sit-up is not the best, but it is effective. That's why we still use them quite a bit, actually. Even though you see everybody say, no, use a kettlebell, do these rotations, all this other stuff. Yeah, that's fine too. Now, one other thing you can do while you're down here, if you want to add a little something extra, is some scissor kicks. Make sure that you are in a crunch, so you're already contracting those abdominal muscles, and then just do some nice little leg flutters, flutter kicks, scissor kicks, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so you get done with your sit-ups. Remember, we're going to go for about 20 of those because we're going to go through circuits. You're going to flip over and you're going to do your 20 push-ups. All the way up, all the way down, right? Okay, and so now we're done with that circuit, and then we're going to move on. But again, you can go through all those sets 3 times. Or again, I'll talk about it later, but you can do all of this as one giant set and then repeat as many times as you like, as many times as you have time for. All right, I'm still huffing and puffing. We're going to go clamshells using the small loop. You can buy these on Amazon. They come in usually a 3 to 5 pack, different resistances, anywhere from light to heavy. All right, so we're taking this resistance band, the loop one, and we're going to lay down on the ground. It's going to be around our knees here. Oh boy. We're going to do our glute bridges. Let's go for 20. And you do these in a nice slow tempo. Squeeze the top for 5 seconds and down. You're squeezing the glutes, the hamstrings, your low back. It's kind of a core exercise, but also a little bit of leg exercise too. Get your suntan on while you're doing it. Make sure you wear sunscreen. Hopefully you're out visiting some cool places or seeing some family you haven't seen in a long time. Enjoying some good food, seeing places you've never seen. But that doesn't mean we can't get our exercise in, right? Get it in 30 minutes. Get in, get out, get on with your day. Have fun. You don't want to come back from vacation and be working too hard to get back in shape. This is more about maintaining, not really gaining. Obviously, this is not going to make you the next Mr. or Miss Olympia, right? Okay, so our glute bridges are done. We're going to simply roll over to our side and we're going to get into our clamshell. We're going to do 20 of these. Lying on your side. Again, we're working the hips, a little bit of that outer thigh, the glute medius. Get that side, go to the other side. Isn't this fun? Hope you guys like it. Okay, so then we got those done, right? We've done 3. We're gonna keep going back through those. We're gonna do them 3 sets. So we're gonna go around that circuit 3 times. Again, everything is kind of in 3s. See how quick that was though? Because you go from one to the next to the next. And with this one, you don't even need rest between. You can just keep going because you trust me, it's not going to tax your system as much as the first. I almost forgot. There was one more exercise we want to do, and that is bring the band down more around the calf, okay? For most people. You can go a little lower, but the calf is your best bet. And so you bring it down there, and you're going to do a lying leg raise. This is going to work more of that lateral thigh, that outside thigh. You can do about 15 of these. Nice and steady. Don't rush it. It's going to burn. It's going to burn the hips, it's going to burn the thighs. Do one side, you got to do the other, right? You don't want to be all off balance. Okay, for this circuit, we're gonna do triceps, biceps, some marches, and a row. You're like, triceps, biceps, marches, and rows, oh my. So for the march, we're gonna put the resistance band down around our feet. It's gonna go across the top of the feet, and you're just gonna march, alternate leg. This is gonna work those hip flexors, strengthen them up, along with the top of the quad, okay? More quad activation. So we're gonna do, you can do one leg at a time, but I like to alternate. So a count of 20, 10 each leg. Easy peasy. Again, this should get your heart rate up a little bit, not too much. But once you've gone through those other ones 3 times, 2 times, this will be good. Okay, so we've got our marches in. I didn't count again, but like I said, go for 10 each leg. This is gonna work also the lower abdominals. As you pull that leg up, waist high, you're gonna hit those lower abs as well as your quads. So we did those. Kick that to the side. Now, let's do some bicep curls. Step on the band, one foot in, the other foot's there for support. Staggered stance, hands in. We're just gonna curl up. Got to keep the guns looking good, right? Don't look like the guns, man. Good. Crank them up. 20, 15, 20. Beautiful. Get that pump in those buys. Fill them with that blood. All right, you get done with that. Now, let that band slide a little more. Now your foot's standing on the end of it, and we're gonna take it. We're gonna bring that back foot forward a little bit, and we're gonna do some overhead tricep extensions. One at a time, unilateral, one side, then the next. You're gonna go probably about 15 to 20, because again, you wanna go through this 3 times. You might be wondering, hey, can we just do a giant set, everything you just showed us one time, and then go through it again? Taking it from the top, yes, you can do that. You can go through everything one time, and then take a little minute break, and repeat. That's a good use of your time. All right. Marches, biceps, triceps, and then we're gonna do some rows. Okay, for the rows, with your band, again, we're gonna step on, we're gonna double it up like that. We're gonna step on the center, lean forward a little bit. You might need to grip down a little bit on the band, on the sides, and then you're just gonna row back, squeeze. Work those lats. We work the front of our body. We have got to work the back of our body. Anterior front, posterior rear. Got to do it all. Now, if you only have time to go through all of these one time, that's better than doing nothing. So don't give yourself an out. Make sure you do it. Keep your nutrition on point as best you can, but don't neglect yourself. You are on vacation, enjoy it. Try some of the local favorites, but maybe not every day. So try to keep your total calorie needs right here in mind, okay? That's your travel workout. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like and subscribe. Until next time.